Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Monday Hoops coming up. And that's it for now. I'll see you again at halftime. Until then, Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke with the call.
Bringing you the NBA here on 2K Sports with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone. So with Westbrook on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Harden out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Durant, and it's Davis in center. They've got Marc Gasol, Rudy Fernandez out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Ricky Rubio. The home team control the opening tip and will get this one started. Outside Gasol. Guarded now by Durant. Basket good.
You know, he's definitely a catalyst for their offense, guys. I mean, he is so talented. He really causes problems for the other team's defense.
How skilled is Pau Gasol? Not only is he 7 feet, but he's mobile, got long arms, big hands, great ability to score inside, and can also step away and knock down a 17-footer.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here is Harden. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Rick Carlisle. Staying patient and not getting too ahead of themselves on offense are the 2 big points Coach stressed to his team in the pregame. He believes that if they can do those things and commit to playing what he calls our game, they'll be able to break down the tough defense they're facing. Kevin?
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, that strong defense on the other side obviously has them a big concern.
Yeah, no question. And they're so good when you isolate, they're going to really close you down. So you've got to keep player movement, ball movement, try to get that defense on the move. That's the only way you're going to get good shots against this team.
When you talk about Pau Gasol offensively, he's also a very creative finisher, I think, too, around the basket.
Huge hands on him. He can palm the ball off the dribble. He can go up one-handed. He's got great length. He can get the ball above defenders where they can't get to it.
So both teams making some changes here. .143 left here in the first quarter. Here's Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gasol's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, you look at the stops in Carlisle's coaching career, guys. I mean, almost every year he's good for 50-plus wins, no matter who he's coaching, but never able to get the team all the way to the top until last season. You can't help but be happy for him.
Now Rubio. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the bucket.
Oh, back to Rick Carlisle for a moment. You know, it's funny because he had trouble finishing off strong seasons just like the Mavs, but they were able to accomplish their goals when they got together and brought home the title to Dallas.
The away team take a 20-second timeout.
Yeah, he doesn't really like what he's seeing, and they're going to try to hash it out here.
Here's Curry. It's a 9-point spread. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Now here's Griffin. Got it despite fading back a bit.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get them going.
Gasol inside, guarded by Curry. He gathers, and Leonard gets it to go.
He's so graceful around the rim. Sometimes you forget how strong he is.
Takes the three. Count the bucket.
He is extremely comfortable behind that three-point line. I mean, especially when you give him that kind of room to operate.
Outside, Davis. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the concentration to finish that play despite being fouled?
You know what, Steve? A lot of guys get hit and then stop, but he played through contact, and I like that.
And he's unable to convert here on the three-point play. Dishes it to Gasol. Over Durant. Nice D from Durant.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The home team up 6.
And a good start for this club.
So many times I should have taken back this moment. These words I spoke.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start.
I folded. I shouldered too much weight. I hold it. Too much pain.
So here's Westbrook. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Baca is out there with Rudy Fernandez and Rodriguez.
You know, Kevin, in his third year in the NBA last season, Russell Westbrook really blossomed into a player that you could call an all-star. He played at a high level, career highs in assists and points.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, one of the keys to the Mavs' title was their ability to turn the corner and doing so on the defensive end of the floor. They identified it as a problem from the year before and worked on it consistently from the opening practice. As Coach Rick Carlisle said, I think our guys realize that hard, consistent defense and staying with a system is the most important part of our success. Defense wins championships, guys.
Thank you, Doris. That change in D helped lead them to a title.
The Mavs have always been a great offensive team, but really the difference for them last year was how they turned it up on the defensive end.
Here's Westbrook, looking for his first bucket of the game. More on Westbrook, Steve. Also had his best field goal percentage and free throw percentage to boot.
Well, his free throws are so important because he's athletic and he can attack and get to the rim so often. I would like to see his field goal percentage go up a little bit, though. He's in that 44% range. I think he can get better with his shooting, and that'll come as his career goes on. Takes the hit, still finds a way to get it to go.
Excellent concentration right there, partner. He's got a free throw coming up, too.
So both teams changing it up here. Good for the three-point play. Here is Rubio. 1:37 left in the second quarter. Navarro buries the long-range jumper. He has 6.
You know, guys, he's always looking for that open three. I mean, that's his strength. And sometimes the best time to get the three is in transition.
Here's Griffin. Connects from 13 feet out.
You know, when you think about it, Blake Griffin, Kevin, has great hands, great skill, and I think he will develop a very good jump shot. Once he gets that, watch out.
Now, here's Rubio. It's Rudy Fernandez on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over Irvin. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his second basket. And for Blake Griffin, as you said, the potential is there offensively. Steve, he's already devastated
about 47 points in a game back in January. The most for a player 21 years or younger since Michael Jordan almost 3 decades ago. So, yeah, Blake Griffin, unlimited potential.
Now Fernandez. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Shoots it. Rubio misses.
Well, they are getting out-rebounded here, and it's showing up on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, it's something they're going to have to improve upon if they're going to win this game.
24 seconds left in the first half. Outside Gasol. There's a screen. He's guarded by Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Nice time to use that foul to stop the layup.
You know, if you can save just 1 point, that foul was the right move.
No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And the second free throw, good.
Had a miss on that trip, but still made this a 2-possession lead.
The home team, they're up by 4.
Nothing takes the edge off a Monday like HP at the half. At the midway point, the home team is playing very well. They're tough to defend when they share the ball like this. Time and again, they're finding the open man. And slugging it out so far are the visitors. They've been in one heck of a groove offensively, making it look way too easy. There's been some great work in this one by Blake Griffin, and James Harden's also been getting it done. And now...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Here is Harden.
Well, you look at Pop, and he's been around for so long and always seems to have a strong team under his watch. For his career, he's won almost 2/3 of the games that he's coached. I mean, that's an amazing winning percentage.
So with Griffin sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Davis. And it's Curry in at the 1. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Kevin Durant is definitely a gym rat, one of those guys who gets in early and goes home late. But outside of that, he describes himself as a homebody. I just relax, chill out, and play video games. I literally go to practice, come home, and sit in the same spot all day. I like it. It keeps me out of trouble and keeps me focused on what I need to do. And guys, when you work as hard as he does, you can see why a little R&R is just what the doctor ordered.
You know, you hear it all the time, Doris. Lead by example. He's a hard act to follow with his work ethic. Going back to Pop, Clark, you know, you can't argue with anything he does because he's been, Steve, so successful with every team he's had, basically.
Yeah, one of the best coaches of all time. Defensive-minded by nature, but very adaptable and flexible. Last year, he knew with the roster that he had to push the ball more. So that team scored more points and played faster. He'll adapt to his talent and squeeze every drop out of whatever he's been given.
Here is Rubio. Guarded now by Durant. Here is Fernandez. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. 1:15 left in the third.
To start last season, Rudy Fernandez demanded a trade from the Blazers. Said he wanted to go back to Spain or to a city like New York, Chicago, or Boston, where he could get direct flights to Spain. What was he thinking about?
The home team will take their first timeout. You're right about Fernandez. He really wanted out of Portland. He threatened to sit out games, got fined by the NBA, and then once the season started, Steve ended up rescinding his trade demand.
Yeah, and he really didn't get any more minutes last season, but he appeared happier. He felt like he had a more defined role with the Blazers, and I thought that came in handy for him. He seemed to fit in much better and become a relatively consistent role player for the Blazers.
They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Wasted no time on that one. He's got 6.
Well, another uncontested three there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open threes.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open three-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up one, but you start giving three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
Outside Curry. Three-pointer. That's good. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested, and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. I mean, they're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
Here's Curry. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Thompson. Offline with his 3. Gasol against Thompson. Launches it. It's rebounded by Curry.
Yeah, winding down. They're going to go for the last shot here of the quarter.
Yeah, I like the recognition there. They're going to play for the last shot, just as you said.
With 1 on the clock, and that's good for 2. 11 points in the game. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The home team up by 3. As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Hey, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. The spark has been the solid play off the bench from their small forward. Getting production from your bench is something that you need to have to win a close one like this, and he's filled that role perfectly, gentlemen.
Great, Doris. Thanks. He has been a true catalyst, Clark, off the bench.
Boy, I tell you what, I mean, he gave them something they've been lacking. I mean, it basically changed their attitude and their disposition out there. I mean, he had that kind of impact.
And that's something you don't always see, guys. I mean, a player coming in off the bench and assuming a leadership role, that was impressive.
They've got Pau Gasol and Rodriguez. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shot clock at 6. Number 9.
They haven't had as much success here in the second half from the three-point line, but that hasn't kept them from staying on the lead. They've missed more three-pointers this half, but they're still in good shape.
Clark, plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer.
He feeds it to Gasol. They get it again. Number 9. That's good.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
And it's Westbrook again missing. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Gasol.
Look at how they've been scoring the basketball, and it's really fun to watch them because all the baskets are coming off assists.
Well, keep that in mind. I mean, they're a much more efficient team when they make that extra pass. When they get in trouble, it's when they're taking quick shots. Well, if you like offense, you'll love this game.
Yep, a high-scoring affair. Both squads saving their energy for the offensive end of the floor because they definitely aren't doing anything defensive.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
I got it.
And here's Rubio. Jumps up. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
And you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get high percentage looks and draw fouls, Steve, and it's a good way to play.
Number 15. Scooped up. Oh, that's blocked. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now. They're going to have to take some chances.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
Rubio with it. Irving is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here is Rubio. Over Davis. And Davis pulls it down. They're just 3 points away from tying this game up.
Boy, they need this one.
Less than 1 minute left. This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here.
Now, here's Rubio. He's tightly guarded. Cousins against Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks it.
And he continues to rack up the numbers.
Guys, I tell you what, this is as well-rounded a game as you'll see.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
And that's an intentional foul. Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6. Perfect from the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Nice job to make them all. That's a big play to extend their lead.
What's your take, guys?
Now, they're not going to cash in just yet.
Well, hope springs eternal, I guess, partner.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now, here's Rubio. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA and 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. Monday Hoops coming up. And that's a wrap for me here in the studio. Now let's send you out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you again at halftime.
Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, bringing you the NBA on a Monday afternoon. They've got Pau Gasol. Also Rudy Fernandez out there. Marc Gasol is out there with Calderon. Marc Gasol is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Rudy Fernandez. Then there's Calderon. The home team take the tip-off and will set up the offense. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Here is Fernandez. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Fernandez. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. George with the ball.
To start last season, Rudy Fernandez demanded a trade from the Blazers. Said he wanted to go back to Spain or to a city like New York, Chicago, or Boston, where he could get direct flights to Spain. What was he thinking about?
Gasol backing down. Back to Calderon. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. You're right about Fernandez. He really wanted out of Portland. He threatened to sit out games, got fined by the NBA, and then once the season started, Steve ended up rescinding his trade demand.
Yeah, and he really didn't get any more minutes last season, but he appeared happier. He felt like he had a more defined role with the Blazers, and I thought that came in handy for him. He seemed to fit in much better and become a relatively consistent role player for the Blazers.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, George Karl and I caught up for just a bit. He said the key to this matchup will be their ability to limit the quality looks close to the basket. When facing a team like this one, he said, you don't stand a chance giving up easy looks inside. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Kicks it to Gasol. Moving the ball well. All sorts of time. And Calderon gets it to go on the assist by Gasol.
You look at what George Karl has overcome in his battle against cancer and other issues the last few years, and it's just a testament to how tough a person he is.
Here's Calderon. 59 seconds left in the first. Into Marc Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Gasol's got his second bucket. Some good thoughts by Clark as we go back to George Karl. A lot of guys, Steve, would have called it a career, but you know and I know, all of us know, he just loves this game so much.
Well, it was so nice to see the support that he got from around the league as he battled cancer. Did such a great job with that team during the Carmelo drama, as they called it. It was really a very taxing year for George Karl, but he battled through it and ended up putting Denver in a really good spot heading into the postseason.
Dishes it to George. Over Fernandez. A nice shot by George.
Well, the defense has to commit so much attention to him. He's just an important part of this offense.
Navarro.
DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Cannot count on him to miss a good look like that very often.
Durant. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And guys, how about this? The officials are indeed signaling a review of the last shot. If the basket is good, we've got a different outcome in this one. Wow.
You know, I've always felt that video review was a great addition to the NBA rules, especially when it could have such an impact on the outcome of a game.
I agree, Clark, and very tough to tell on this one. We don't see a lot of these reviews, but a good percentage of reviews ultimately end up in an overturned ruling of what was originally thought to be a basket or not.
And the replay indicates they got it right the first time. The basket will stand.
Well, it was very close. It was tough to tell when it originally left his hand, but of course, Kevin, that's exactly why we have this rule. I mean, the officials, they need a little help on these plays, and these are very important. You've got to make sure you get it right. That's why I like this rule.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The away team, they're up by 3.
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
And it's more NBA action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. It's a 3-point game. So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Paul George. Then there's Lowry. And it's Butler in at the shooting guard position. Fast break. Here we go. Stops. Pops. And he connects with the jumper.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Back to Gasol. He kicks it to Fernandez. Offside Gasol. Guarded now by Durant. It's Gasol missing.
Not a bad look, though. You like his chances to make that one.
You sure do, but he can't hit them off.
How skilled is Pau Gasol? Not only is he 7 feet, but he's mobile, got long arms, big hands, great ability to score inside, and can also step away and knock down a 17-footer.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
As one of the most successful coaches in NBA history, George Karl has an interesting perspective on fourth quarter play. He believes that more important than hitting shots is getting stops, rebounds, and getting fouls. He said, to me, it's stops, rebounds, no turnovers, and it's getting fouled before shots. Shots help. It's nice to make a three-pointer in the last 2 minutes of a game, but in general, what wins games are those 4 things before shots. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Definitely an interesting take on that.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying, though. The big plays late in games are when teams turn the ball over and get stops.
Well, you talk about Pau Gasol offensively. He's also a very creative finisher, I think, too, around the basket.
Huge hands. He can palm the ball off the dribble. He can go up one-handed. He's got great length. He can get the ball above defenders where they can't get to it.
5 on the clock. A 10-footer, that's good. Here is Lowry. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. The 3, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got himself on the board with 3 there. Rodriguez, while recovering. Gasol backing down. The fader. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
And I think whichever team starts to dominate the glass could really take control of this game.
I won't disagree with you. I mean, it's so tight between these teams right now on the board that you're just waiting to see which team might pull away.
Gasol, no good. Now George.
Good idea. Hold on to the ball. Take the last shot of the quarter.
Yep.
That's like you draw it up right there. That was beautiful.
No doubt about it, Steve. I mean, always love to finish at the rack.
3-pointer Fernandez. That one goes. Count it. He has 7. The home team, they lead by 3.
Hello, Hello and happy Monday to you. Here's your HP halftime report. Plenty of hustle from the home team. Team's on fire, torching the rims. Just take a look at that field goal percentage. A productive first half for Paul George. Nothing comes easy. He's done the hard work, and they could pull it out once they get to the second half. And slugging it out so far are the visitors. They're tough to defend when they share the ball like this. Time and again, they're finding the open man. A nice contribution by Rudy Fernandez. He's giving his team a lift. Marc Gasol also been a big contributor. These two have been the stars so far today, both leading their teams in scoring. And now we send you back to the broadcast. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke all coming up with the second half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Here's Calderon. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Rudy Fernandez. Pau Gasol is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Calderon. Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Back to Gasol. Rises up and throws it down.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
And that one's good, Irving. Here is Calderon.
Kyrie Irving, a graduate of St. Patrick High School in New Jersey, a school that also produced Derek Characters and Dallenberg and Al Harrington. He spent just one season at Duke and now a top NBA draft pick. Well, he took advantage of that mismatch size-wise, went right up with it.
Yeah, he loves those mid-range jumpers.
Durant for three. Gets it to go. Durant's got 7 points in the game. And Kyrie Irving last season at Duke, as we all know, got injured 8 games into the season, finally went back and played well in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that injury was an injury to the ligament in his big toe, but got a clean bill of health, and that injury certainly doesn't seem to have hurt his draft stock very much, has it?
No, not at all.
Well, I like the way it looks to start the second half here. I mean, 3 straight makes to kick it off. Nice.
From outside the arc, the shot misses. And here's Calderon. 6 points for him. Here's Gasol. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. That free throw good from Gasol. So both teams changing it up here. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here comes Carmelo Anthony. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. 1:10 left to play in the third. There's the pass to Gasol. Some nice passing. Gasol backing down. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Now here's Cousins. Deep 2 from Anthony. Anthony missing again. For the lead, Cousins pulls it in. Here comes Irving. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's Durant on the wing. Corner shot. The shot is off.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
For the tie. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. And Thompson kicks to Anthony. Number 11. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And we'll see you in just a moment. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has a report for our Spark of the game. Doris?
No doubt, Kevin, in this one, the spark has to be given to the guy at the two-guard spot in reserve off the bench. He's had a huge impact off the bench in this one. You have to wonder if they'll look for more minutes from this guy down the stretch.
Thank you, Doris. He sure did stir things up for him.
Boy, he was an injection of a different kind of energy out there. Got him going in the right direction and really gave him something the starters weren't able to give him.
Well, give him credit. I mean, he was just waiting for his chance, and he took full advantage.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Anthony out there with Green. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Butler in at the shooting guard.
Neither team having any trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Nope, nada. I mean, we haven't seen much defense either. I mean, both of these teams really locked into trying to outscore each other.
They're moving the ball. Gasol backing down. Now Green defending. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Yeah, you can tell they're getting frustrated defensively out here. All these three-pointers follow.
Yeah, Steve, they're ready to throw their hands up. You can see it. The frustration is very visible. I mean, when you spread the floor and shoot the three the way they've done here in the second half, it's really hard to defend.
A nice shot by Gasol.
You know, for a guy like him who can light it up like that, that's too easy. I think Coach saw a couple of things he wanted to correct. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Lowry dishes to Jordan. Butler. Here's DeRozan. From the top of the key, he buries it. 1:51 left in the fourth. Back to Ibaka. Jacks up a three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Outside Butler. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket.
Well, he's a slippery guy. I mean, he knows exactly how to use angles to slip his way past the defender and get into outstanding rebounding position for the putback.
Rodriguez, covered by Barnes. Ibaka, the pass to Gasol. Elbow shot. A second chance effort. They're moving it around. Lets it go with the three. Hits the bucket.
Come on now, you got to pay better attention than that on a shooter like him. He'll make that 10 times out of 10.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Irving. Shot from the top of the key. Misses off the right iron. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
Yeah, the question is, do they have enough time? I mean, this is a long shot, but they've got to compete and just see what happens.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Here's George.
That's going to be tough here, Clark.
You know, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they need some big plays to steal this one.
The basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, main priority now has to be take care of the ball and use up some clock.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And he commits the intentional foul. And the first of two misses. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Count that one.
Yeah, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now.
Can't get the and one, but they still hold an 8-point lead. And here they come. Back to Gasol. Lots of room. Bullseye.
He's just filling a stat sheet. I mean, what hasn't he done out there today?
Well, Steve, you know what we call a guy who fills the stat sheet, don't you? He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Thanks for tuning into this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Monday Hoops coming up. And now, let's go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Enjoy the first half. I'll be back with more at halftime.
And 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. We're glad you're aboard. We've got Rudy Fernandez. Marc Gasol is out there with Ricky Rubio. They've got Marc Gasol. Ricky Rubio is out there with Rudy Fernandez. The away team take the tip-off and will set up the offense. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Kyrie Irving is out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Davis, then it's Harden, and it's Fareed in at the four-man position. Now, here's Rubio. 4 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Fareed. Irving with it. Davis kicks to Irving. Fareed drops it in from 12 feet. Here is Rubio. Kicks it to Gasol. Great ball movement. Curry with the steal. From about 16, he bounces it in off the front of the iron.
And how about Steph Curry in just his second season in the NBA, led the league in foul shooting, a great three-point shooter at over 40% from there. So this guy is an incredible marksman.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris?
Yes, guys, he told me, I want to dare them to bring the ball inside against us today. We're going to pressure them on the perimeter and force them to come inside against our shot blockers. He's got a lot of confidence in those guys down low, gentlemen.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for thinking about Clark and Steve, their defense right off the bat here.
Yeah, you're never going to go wrong putting the bulk of your effort into getting stops. I mean, that always pays off.
Yeah, for sure. And I think if that's going to be the case, if they're going to bring that style and that type of energy, they've got to be ready to go deep into their bench tonight as well.
And it's Fernandez missing. And Steph Curry 2 seasons ago, the first rookie in NBA history to connect Clark on 45% from the floor, 40% from three-point territory, and then 85% from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's an impressive list of shooting percentage numbers there. And, you know, last year he matched or bettered all his marks from his first season in the league. So he's clearly a guy who can be considered a legendary shooter, assuming he can be healthy and continue to play.
6 on the shot clock. Gasol backing down to end the run. Yanked it just a little right, but had the right spin on it.
Well, it took a while, but somebody finally got a shot to go.
You know, I was starting to get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point.
Harden can't hit. Here is Rubio. And Fernandez kicks to Rubio. The 3 can't hit.
What a rebound there. He goes up amongst the trees and gets the ball.
And that does it for the first quarter. The home team up by 5.
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
And we'll get back to the action right after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Here's Curry. They've got Ricky Rubio. And it's Gasol at the 5, roaming the paint. Easy shot, and he nails the jumper. Here is Rubio. So with Rose on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. We've got Steph Curry. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Harden out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Launches a three. The rebound by Harden. He kicks it to Irving. Number 11, defended by Gasol. Rubio, the rebound.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Gasol inside. He's guarded by Cousins. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here is Harden. 7-point differential. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Harden's got 5 now. The away team will take their first timeout. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
As one of the most successful coaches in NBA history, George Karl has an interesting perspective on fourth quarter play. He believes that more important than hitting shots is getting stops, rebounds, and getting fouls. He said, to me, it's stops, rebounds, no turnovers, and it's getting fouled before shots. Shots help. It's nice to make a three-pointer in the last 2 minutes of a game, but in general, what wins games are those 4 things before shots. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Definitely an interesting take on that.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying, though. The big plays late in games are when teams turn the ball over and get stops.
Here's West. James Harden picking up that last basket. Number 4, guarded by Harden. Bull, no good with the triple. Here comes Rose. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Here's West. 1:27 left in the first half. Outside Gasol. It's stolen by Rose.
Well, he's showing off his defensive instincts by making plays just like that.
Yeah, the official all over that one. That's a good call there.
You got to give credit to the official there. I mean, being in the right position to make that call, that's what they get paid to do. Rose is such an unbelievably strong finisher at the rim. His explosiveness and his leaping ability and his strength in the air makes it almost unfair when you're trying to deal with that guy, especially if he's got a head of steam coming at you.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Clark, you nailed it about Rose. He contorts so much while airborne, but Steve always stays in control.
Well, coaches talk about the launching pad. When you let Derrick Rose get to that launching pad, he gets a head of steam and goes off for 2.
And then Gasol with the jam. And now, here's the Sprite Slam Cam replay.
How's that for finishing with flavor?
Absolutely fantastic.
I think he was saving that one for a special occasion.
And here's Harden for 3. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the layup.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
And here we go with Delonte West. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. He's covered by Rose. Just 5 to shoot. And here is Lopez. It's on target from the high post.
Now, you can't give him any space out there.
27 seconds left in the second quarter. Rose passes to Harden. Ferried, defended by Gasol. And the shot is good. Fareed's got his second basket of the game. And here we go with Delonte West. Gasol, a screen on Rose. Bull, and an air ball on that one, way off. And so we conclude the first half. The home team up 11.
Nothing takes the edge off a Monday like HP at the half. The home team is on a tear right now. They're putting on a clinic on the defensive end of the floor. Effort, execution, something to enjoy. James Harden has the game high. He's picked up 5 points and has been contributing on the boards too. And slugging it out so far are the visitors. It's been a hard-fought game, but they've risen to the challenge, really showing what they're made of. Marc Gasol giving them a nice boost. And what a boost from Delonte West. And a look at the leading scorers from both sides. Not a lot of scoring in this one, as you can see. And that's it for now. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke are standing by, ready to call the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Here's Curry. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Rudy Fernandez. Ricky Rubio is out there with Marc Gasol. Davis covered by Rubio. Irving, and it's blocked. Rubio with it. Looking for his first bucket of the game. And Curry picks him up defensively. Rubio misses.
Nice job defensively. The rotations were there. They really challenged that shot.
Lets the 3 fly. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Irving. Curry's got 5. Here is Rubio. Outside Gasol. He dishes it to Fernandez.
Navarro.
Guarded by Curry. 6 to shoot. From 11 feet away. And Davis pulls it down. The 3. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I like that. They ran to the three-point line and got an uncontested look there in transition.
The away team will take a timeout here.
Well, some missed opportunities offensively, and this is a good timeout. Let these guys get a blow, take a breather, get their legs back under them, and then refocus. Well, I tell you what, the coaching performance of Rick Carlisle in the playoffs last season was, I think, what cemented him in the minds of many as an outstanding coach. We've always known it. He was terrific with Detroit. He was outstanding with the Pacers, and he's got a championship ring with the Dallas Mavericks.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. .141 left to play in the third. Top of the key, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, going back to Carlisle, I mean, he did such a great job, you're right, Clark, in the playoffs last year, mixing up the rotation, going deep into the well to get the right matchups through every step of the playoffs. I mean, I thought he did as good a job as possible for the Mavericks in that playoff run. That's one of the reasons they won the title.
Three-pointer Fernandez.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And in this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
Well, you've got to get the ball out of his hands, bring an extra defender, and force somebody else to beat you.
I agree with you. Make him give it up.
That's good. Here's Curry. 10 points for him. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Irving. That 3 off the mark. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen thus far, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Lets it go. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. He's off on the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good. Here's Curry.
They're trying not to give the ball handlers any room.
Certainly not with the full court man-to-man.
Lets it go from deep, and that one's good. Curry's got 13.
Well, another uncontested three there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open threes.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open three-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up one, but you start giving three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble. Not a bad look, though. You like his chances to make that one.
I sure do, but he can't hit them all.
And he drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
I think they're going to be able to see pretty clearly on the replay that the shot left his hands in time, guys. The evidence is right there.
Yeah, and this is a big call, guys. I mean, they're going to take a very close look at it, even if it seems clear-cut at first glance.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And, Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Really an incredible... Now as we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Kevin, the spark in this game came from the home team. They got to work early as they built this great lead off a first quarter that set the tone. It's been their game to lose ever since, and they don't seem to want to relinquish control.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run was a critical stretch, Clark, of the game.
It sure was. I mean, once the pilot light was lit, they didn't let up.
Well, offensively, it all came together for them, Clark, and it really allowed them to kind of take control of the game at that point.
DeRozan out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Now DeRozan. Three-pointer. The shot is off. And here comes West. Lowell. There's the block. Gasol against Gay. Knocked away. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
Here's DeRozan. Hits the close-range jumper.
He got that one, but he hasn't been producing the way we're accustomed to. He needs to look for a shot a bit more.
Now Rose. And there's the pass to Cousins. Nice movement. Buries it down low.
Yeah, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now. He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Several teams changing it up here. He feeds it to Rubio. Number 4, DeRozan defending. Lock at 6. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Another board for them, and we've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
Here's Garbajosa.
Navarro.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here is Davis. Quick shot. Second chance shot. No good from Cousins.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Up top, Rubio. He's guarded by Davis. Rubio misses.
I tell you, the D was really lax there. I mean, they know he really struggles from that range.
Fires from the line, and Davis can't get it to go. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Rubio. Here's Vasquez. Right side Rose. Over Navarro. Can't cash in. He got it up. Can't connect. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Damon Bruce here. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Monday Hoops coming up. And that's it for now. I'll see you again at halftime. Until then, Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke with the call.
Hi, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports for our Monday afternoon broadcast alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us. And State Farm presents the starting lineups. Heinrich is out there with Johnson. They've got Elton Brand. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Anthony in at the 4 slot. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then there's Rudy Fernandez, and it's Gasol in at the 4. The home team take the tip-off and will set up the offense.
Navarro.
He's guarded by Johnson. Brand against Gasol. Calderon knocks it down from 19 feet. Here's Heinrich.
How skilled is Pau Gasol? Not only is he 7 feet, but he's mobile, got long arms, big hands, great ability to score inside, and can also step away and knock down a 17-footer. Tell you what, there's not much he can't do out there, guys.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. There was one point in particular that he emphasized. This is a very fast team they're up against, and he told me that their goal will be to force them to earn their points in the half-court offense, not get loose in transition, guys.
Thank you, Doris. When you talk about Pau Gasol offensively, he's also a very creative finisher, I think, too, around the basket.
Huge hands. He can palm the ball off the dribble. He can go up one-handed. He's got great length. He can get the ball above defenders where they can't get to it.
You can't just get a hand up. You've got to anticipate what he's doing before he shoots.
Now Calderon. Here is Fernandez, guarded by Heinrich. All sorts of time. Good on the jump shot. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Deep 2 from Anthony. This is off the left iron.
They've got to be careful. They can't give him that much room because at that range, he'll make you pay.
Well, I tell you what, the coaching performance of Rick Carlisle in the playoffs last season was, I think, what cemented him in the minds of many as an outstanding coach. We've always known it. He was terrific with Detroit. He was outstanding with the Pacers. And he's got a championship ring with the Dallas Mavericks. You know, a recipe for disaster, Kevin, is letting him get that free near the basket.
Well, going back to Carlisle, I mean, he did such a great job, you're right, Clark, in the playoffs last year, mixing up the rotation and going deep into the well to get the right matchups through every step of the playoffs. I mean, I thought he did as good a job as possible for the Mavericks in that playoff run. That's one of the reasons they won the title.
That free throw good from Gasol. Here is Heinrich. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anthony, defended by Gasol. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Well, there's a reason he's open out there. The defense not really respecting his ability to make that shot.
Navarro.
Steps back and drains the jump shot. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Wade, covered by Rubio. Wade gets the bucket.
That was interesting. He was at a huge disadvantage size-wise, but he found his way to the basket.
Well, Steve, you know, giving up some height on the mismatch didn't really affect it.
Now here's Rubio. Here's Gasol, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, that's just a thing of beauty, guys. I mean, that move to the bucket right there, splendid.
And a powerful finish to go along with it.
Yeah, I thought the defense gave him a little too much leeway right there.
And that one's good. 9 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Navarro.
No good trying to beat the buzzer. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The home team, they're up by 4.
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score. Playing well here, Steve.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Here is Paul. Three-pointer. Here is Rubio. They lead by 4.
Chris Paul still had a fantastic season a year ago, but the numbers slipped a little bit, and you have to wonder, with that knee injury, can he sustain his production over the coming years?
Howard, that's good.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
Now Rubio. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Chris Paul covering. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard. Talking about Paul's injuries, a lot of games missed now, and his career never a good sign.
No, it's a little bit of a cause for concern. I don't think it's a cause for panic, but it is something that you got to think about. I mean, what's really important for him going forward is to be able to stay healthy, particularly during the season and then more importantly in the postseason.
Gord Clark, he throws his body all over the floor.
Yeah, he does, and hopefully with a little maturity, he can be a little more selective. You can't take away who he is by nature, a fierce competitor, an aggressive guy, but there is something to be said for tempering that in the right way.
Bosh. Here's Wade, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
How about the energy he puts into crashing the boards, guys?
At the line of the judges, Wade, shooting 1.
And it's tied up with that one.
When you think of elite shooting guards in the NBA, Kobe Bryant is the #1 name that comes to mind. But Dwayne Wade is really close to being his equal.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, Kobe Bryant, one of the best shooting guards in NBA history. But when asked what he wanted his legacy to be, he said, quote, "When my career is over, I want them to think of me as an overachiever despite the talent I have. Hopefully, they perceive me as a person who did whatever he had to do to win above all else. Above anything, above stats. If they say that about me, I'll be happy." And fellas, with his work ethic, it doesn't seem like a stretch.
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris.
Well, Kobe, obviously a guy with so much natural ability, but with his renowned work ethic, not to mention the 5 titles, I think he is a guy who did a great job of realizing his vast potential.
Clark, you brought up Wade and Kobe. Both have been talked about and compared to Jordan, Steve, during their respective careers.
Yeah, I think Wade has a lot of the same qualities as Michael Jordan in terms of the athleticism and the ability to rise under pressure. And he seems to really thrive when the game is on the line. He enjoys taking that last shot. He doesn't worry at all about missing it. He's a guy who wants the ball in his hands with the game on the line.
Paul kicks to Bosh. Over Gasol. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Paul.
Seems to have lost his touch this quarter, guys. 1 field goal in 5 attempts. Time running down now at the end of the quarter. They could go 2 for 1 if they decide to.
And I think that's what they need to do if the shot's there.
And Fernandez kicks to Rodriguez. Six on the shot clock. Here's Gasol. Bosh grabs the miss.
Boy, both clubs really battling under the boards.
Yeah, and Steve, the rebounding story really mirrors the game at large. I mean, it's been pretty much tit for tat, neck and neck.
Rubio with it. Looking for his first bucket of the game. And not sure what he was thinking there. Can't hit. The home team leading by just 1.
Hello and happy Monday to you. Here's your HP halftime report. Plenty of hustle from the home team. They made a point of working the ball around. Great offensive teamwork. Pau Gasol's been doing his thing. He's chipped in 4 points, not to mention a few dimes as well. On the other side, the visitors looking pretty solid as well. They've been all over the offensive glass. Pure hustle from start to finish. Getting it done early, D. Wade. He's got 5 points and has been a huge helper on the boards as well. That'll do it for us here. We'll go back now to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
transform, ill mind, metamorphosize, shapeshift, unorthodox, the way the orchestra.
Here's Heinrich. For the lead. Jump shot is good. It's a one-point game.
Navarro.
And James pulls it down. LeBron's now got 3 rebounds now in this one.
I don't think you want to make too much of a big deal over it, but you look at the numbers in the NBA Finals, and LeBron just wasn't himself late in games. Some of that you have to credit to Dallas. I still think he was a factor on the floor, but not in the way he wanted to be.
Gasol's shot is good. Here's Heinrich. Johnson outside. And Johnson missing again.
Well, Clark, you brought up LeBron, and in that final series against Dallas, it was really interesting. He just didn't attack the rim like he had previously. Some of that was the Dallas defense, but I think some of it, too, was that he lost confidence in his jump shot. And Dallas, as a result, really packed the paint and made it difficult for him to find a driving lane.
Fades. Off the left rim and out. Now, here's Calderon, and it's Johnson picking him up. Calderon against Johnson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, that should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint. Make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups.
That's good from Calderon. Marc Gasol is checked in for Rudy Fernandez. And he makes both free throws. And here's Brand. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Now here's Jamison. Defense right on him. And the shot is good. Here's Calderon. It's a 3-point game. Outside Gasol. Garbajosa, he's guarded by Johnson. Shot clock at 4. Rebound by Jamison. Now Heinrich. Here's Brand. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Jose Calderon.
That's why you push the ball. You score before the defense has a chance to set up.
Exactly. They had the defense on its heels that time.
And that one falls for Brand.
Elton Brand, Kevin, got his weight down to around 255 to start the season last year to take some stress off the leg. Boy, it certainly helped him. He was productive and durable.
Gasol kicks to Gasol. Now Anthony defending. 5 on the clock. With 1 on the clock. And it falls a bit short. And Clark for Brand, an undersized power forward at 6'9". You know, Steve, his long arms and in the past his athleticism had allowed him to compensate.
Yeah, and even though his athleticism has dwindled a bit, Elton Brand is such a smart player that he's found a way to compensate. I thought he had an excellent season for Doug Collins in Philadelphia a year ago. That nice face-up jumper, good touch around the rim. I thought Elton really bounced back and had a nice year.
Navarro.
And he can't stop the run as he misses. Heinrich with it. Shoots it. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Heinrich. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. The away team, they're up by 5. Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for our Sprite Spark of the Game report. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, for the job this road team has done, they get our Sprite Spark Award. They look like an entirely different team on the defensive end following halftime. When they came out of the locker room with a new level of intensity, that is how they got control and jumped out in front in this one.
Okay, Doris, thank you. And that run, Clark, really changed the complexion of this game.
Yeah, it sure did. I thought it stirred something up in them that got them on a good run.
Yeah, got the ball rolling for them, and they were able to keep it going from there, guys.
From past the arc. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Battier cannot hit. Now, here's Rubio. Chris Paul covering. Here's Garbajosa. Offline with the baseline jumper.
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end.
And here's Rubio.
Navarro.
It's good from long range.
Well, I like the fluidity I'm seeing from them on offense. It's a thing of beauty. Fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. They're moving the ball well, finding the open man, making that extra pass. They're playing very unselfishly right now.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to check out what Coach had to say to his guys. He was trying to keep their energy up, saying, listen, I know you're tired, but you can rest in a few minutes when we're sitting in the locker room with a W. For now, lay it all out there.
Howard with a screen on Calderon. Paul for 3. Here's Jamison. Oh, offensive interference. A minute 50 left in the game. Gasol backing down. He's guarded by Howard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
And the official right on top of that one.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Steve. He didn't hesitate to make that call. And now he'll get his chance at the line.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. Both free throws good from Gasol.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 8 points, then he's picked up 4 at the line in this one. Getting it done there as well.
Well, you always want to get to the line as often as you can. Execute the free throws. So important to a team's success, controlling the foul line. How about the determination right there on that putback?
And here's Rubio. Fires from deep. That's good. There is just no way Clark could tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Yeah, 6 lead changes so far. So which team can come up with that big play you're talking about, Clark? That's going to be interesting.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's LeBron. Takes the 3. A rebound by Gasol. To the inside. And the basket by Rubio.
And the hot shooting continues, guys.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. They've mothballed the defense, though. It's all about offense today.
Here's Johnson. Can't knock in the 3.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They've brought it close right now.
Less than 1 minute left. Here is Rubio. 6 to shoot.
Navarro.
And misses everything with that three-point shot. Here's LeBron. Covered by Rubio. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Complete the three-point play, and it's still a one-point game. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Now they're just trying to stretch this game out, so good foul there. Stop the clock.
Yeah, good solid foul because with the scoring time as it is, that's really their only option.
Good on the first, and that'll put them up by 2. Perfect from the line, and it's a three-point ball game.
Big free throws, Kevin. Now they'll need a 3 to just stay alive.
That is what you're taking.
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got three-point shooters. Let it fly.
Here's LeBron. Goes up off the inbound. And again, LeBron missing. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's his second personal. Third team foul. Barbosa. Taking 2 shots.
Sinks the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw misses. Here comes Carmelo Anthony. And here's LeBron outside. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Well, you didn't have much choice but to foul. Unfortunately, this is the last guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they stop the clock. These free throws are pretty much automatic.
Gets them both, and it's a 3-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of the charity stripe here. Stretching that margin to 3.
And here's Anthony from the arc. No good from three-point territory. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Pau Gasol.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got NBA basketball for you. I'm Damon Bruce. Monday Hoops coming up. And now it's game time. To call the action, here are Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back.
Hello, everyone. Kevin and State Farm's starting lineups. These are the 10 players starting the game. We've got Duncan. He's a superstar, no doubt. And what a huge boost for this team, night in and night out. And it's Hill, and it's Weber in at the 4 slot. We've got Duncan. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's O'Neal in at the 4 spot. Now here's Hardaway. They set the screen. He's picked up by Kidd. Hardaway kicks to Duncan. O'Neal's there. Here's Weber. Buries the long-range jumper.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Glad to have you with us. Monday Hoops coming up.
Hi, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports for our Monday afternoon broadcast alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us. Tracy McGrady is out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then it's Jason Kidd, and it's Duncan and Iverson. Duncan out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Jason Kidd and Iverson. The home team control the opening tip, and we'll get this one started. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. We've got Duncan. Weber is out there with Hill. Then there's Hardaway.
Tell you what, there's not much he can't do out there, guys.
Now Kidd. Iverson outside. Puts up a 3. Count the bucket. Iverson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I briefly spoke with the home team's head coach. I asked how they're planning to handle one of the more explosive offenses in the NBA, and he responded by saying they'll do everything they can to force their stars into shots they aren't comfortable taking. They know they'll still score points, but making each look as tough as they can is their primary goal, gentlemen.
Great, thank you, Doris. So a little bit worried, Clark, about containing the opposing offense today.
Well, they better be. I mean, they've got a lot of weapons and scoring threats over there.
Steve?
Well, the way they play, I mean, they come out hard out of the gates, and you've got to be prepared defensively. You've got to be on your toes and be ready for that onslaught that you know is coming.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Good! McGrady's got his first 3 points of the game.
Even in transition, a wide-open 3 is tough to pass up.
Outside Hardaway. Taken away by Kidd.
Well, that's a really slick move to come up with that steal.
Into O'Neal. Working inside. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. So both teams making some changes here. Now, here is Weber. Payton outside. Puts up the baby hook. That's good. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Grant kicks to Iverson. There's the three. Good on the shot. Iverson's got 6.
For 3.
Here's Payton. Bibby covering. The 10-footer. Can't get it to go. Duncan with some nice D. Here comes Mike Bibby. It's tipped. Shoots it. Nails it from 8 feet. 8 points for him. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The home team will take their first timeout.
I think Coach saw a couple of things he wanted to correct. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan. Elton Brand, Kevin, got his weight down to around 255 to start the season last year to take some stress off the legs. Boy, it certainly helped him. He was productive and durable.
Here now is Weber. Payton outside. Payton left side. Payton left side. The tray. That one goes. Count. Payton's got himself on the board with 3 there. And here we go with Mike Bibby. He feeds it to Duncan. Trying his luck deep. And the ball goes out of play following the shot. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 10 seconds left in the first. Hill fires, and it's off the back rim.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The away team, they're up by 4. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Here's Jefferson. They've got Gary Payton. And it's Garnett in at the power forward position. Carter with the 3. Shot is no good.
Well-contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
They've got Martin. Carter is out there with Jason Kidd. Then it's Jefferson, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. Got a piece of it. It's taken away by Payton.
You know, when a pass is in the air that long, it gives a defender plenty of time to get to it.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, when Jermaine O'Neal was 19, his life was saved by a stranger. He was driving, another car slammed into his, sending it flipping over a ditch. As his car caught fire, O'Neal realized that he was trapped. Suddenly, someone pulled him to safety, and to this day, he hasn't been able to find out who that was. O'Neal said the experience motivated him. This whole life, this whole 15 years has a purpose. When you go through things like that, when you're facing death, you realize God does have a plan. All the things that seemed important aren't as important anymore. More than anything, I have a purpose in life. That's something I really value and cherish. An incredible story, guys.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris.
Truly a new lease on life, and he's made the most of it.
Houston, defended by Carter. 18 feet away, was shot by Payton, no good. Martin with it. Open look. And that's collected by Payton.
That's a good shot, high percentage.
Can't complain about that one.
Jefferson picks him up. The shot by Payton. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Payton's got 5. The away team call for a 20-second timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's McGrady. And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. The three is launched. That's good. McGrady's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, so good. On the run, knocking down that shot. That's tough.
Hill kicks to Duncan. Wide open look. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady. Second chance shot. Duncan with the block. And here we go with Tim Hardaway. Looking for his first bucket of the game. For the three. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Boy, the defense just backing off, begging him to take that shot.
Bibby for three. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Here's the break. Here's Hill. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
At the line for the Suns.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They're not going away, and they've been aggressive drawing contact.
Free throws are always a good way to get back into it, too. The clock isn't running. They can cut into that lead. They get their defense set up as well.
Drains it from beyond the arc. McGrady's got 9 points.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 three-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing them. I think they've got to find a way to chase them off the three-point line.
He used that pick just right. 6 points for Hill.
Great screen there. It sprung him open, and he took advantage.
Carter with the three. The rebound by Garnett.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Hardaway, and he lays it straight in.
Kevin, great finish on the low block. I love it.
And here's Martin. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. For three, Bibby. Rebounded by Hardaway. 4 seconds left. Here's Baker. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
The away team up by 2.
Your Sonics team. 20.
Leave it to the NBA to keep Mondays from getting you down. Hello, everybody. I'm Damon Bruce. This is your HP Halftime Report. The away team so far is fighting for control. They've played gritty D and have been hauling in the defensive rebounds. Tracy McGrady's been productive. He's got 9 points and has been on the mark from deep so far. On the other hand, the home club also been giving it their best. They've kept the defense off balance with their great passing attack. Gary Payton putting his glove hand down. No big numbers by his name in the box score, but he's doing the little things out there to try and get his team the win. And that's it for now. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke are standing by.
Tell me who in the joint. The night won't score 100 points or win something.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Dr. J shook the whole team. Who's that game right out of a dream? A win. Will his dream stood so tall, playing deep with his.
Here's Kidd. Weber is out there with Duncan. That's Hill. Then there's Hardaway from outside the arc. And that one's good. Iverson's got 11 points.
That's 4 of their last 5 coming from long range. This offense is cooking.
Yeah, it's rolling, really rolling. And defensively, they kept collapsing, Steve, and leaving them open. So now they're in trouble. They're in a real dilemma now.
They've got Tracy McGrady. Jermaine O'Neal out there with Duncan. Then it's Jason Kidd and Iverson.
First personal foul, team's first. Right. Shooting 1.
No good there. He's unable to convert on the three-point play. Weber is out there with Hill. And it's Duncan. Then there's Hardaway. Iverson passes to O'Neal. Can't get it to fall.
Well, that's not really what typically happens for someone with his touch around the rim. That's a surprise. Well, Jermaine O'Neal only played in 26 regular season games for the Celtics last year, and it makes you wonder, how much does he have left, because he certainly has had some knee trouble recently.
Tracy McGrady is out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then it's Jason Kidd. Then it's Duncan and Iverson. McGrady against Hill. Out to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Working it around now from past the arc. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down. Clark, you mentioned J.O. He can still contribute, but he has to remain healthy, which, Steve, has been a problem for him.
Boy, 15 years in the league, and it's taken its toll on Jermaine O'Neal. But we did see him after missing most of the regular season for Boston last year. We saw him be a major force in that New York series in the first round for the Celtics.
The home team take a 20-second timeout. Teams changing it up here. .124 left in the third quarter. Weber a screen. Puts up the baby hook. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Now Payton, 5 points in the game. Here's Weber. Iverson grabs the board. Brand dishes the Kid. Now Payton defending. Unloads. Kid gets the bucket. Kid's got his second bucket. Here's Payton. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
And finished off by Brand. There's 38 seconds left in the third. To end the run. Payton kicks to Weber. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Now, here's O'Neal. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Here's Iverson. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Payton. 9-point game. They're moving the ball. All sorts of time. And yes, sir, that one drops. 6 points for him.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Jefferson with it. Now the feed to Kid. It could go. And no good trying to get that one. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. And we'll get back to the action right after this. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has a report for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Kevin, for the job this road team has done, they get our Sprite Spark Award. It's been defense, defense, and more defense all game as they keep adding to their lead. This kind of defensive pressure is exactly what they've been looking for, and it's worked wonders so far.
Thanks, Doris. Clark, it was a scoring run that proved extremely important.
Yeah, Kevin, you know what? I think that's exactly when they grabbed this one by the throat, really seized control of it.
And you could see their energy just building as the game went on. And by the end of that run, they really took control of everything.
We've got Hardaway. Hill out there with Garnett. Then it's Weber. Iverson, no luck. And here's Weber. Outside Hill. Guarded now by Duncan. Backing down is Weber. Goes up on the block. Martin gets the rebound. Martin's got 3 rebounds now in this one. From 17 feet out. From about 19 feet. Nothing but net.
Boy, poor defense at both ends. It kind of reminds me of your team, Spark.
Well, not exactly. We did give a little better effort. I mean, neither squad really digging in at that end. At least we tried to play defense.
The home team call for a 20-second timeout. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to check out what Coach had to say to his guys. He wasn't pleased at all with their perimeter defense, saying, listen, all the wide open threes they're getting are killing us. We need to have a lot more defensive activity away from the basket, guys.
And thank you, Doris. 18 feet away, banks that one in.
Yeah, they're finding the open man. Unselfish play. I like it.
Yeah, I love it too. Teamwork and evidence there, right on full display. A big percentage, a high percentage of their basket have come off assists.
Here's Allen, deflected by Garnett.
Well, they are getting out rebounded here, and it's showing up on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, it's something they're going to have to improve upon if they're going to win this game.
Allen outside. Duncan with a screen on Peyton. Again, Allen missing.
Well-contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
And those points are made possible by that perfect entry pass.
Both teams deciding to change it up. .114 left in the game.
That's kind of surprising. I mean, that's simple execution right there. I'm not sure how they missed on that pass.
Now here's Duncan. Hardaway with it. And he'll backs him in. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a clutch shot there.
Really, the definition of clutch.
Carter with the three.
What a rebound there. He goes up amongst the trees and gets the ball.
Kicks it to Hill. He's picked up by Kidd to tie it up. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin. Blocked!
Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kev.
Here's Weber. Nails it!
Well, they've finally taken the lead after a furious run.
Well, they took their bumps and lumps earlier, but dusted themselves off, and now they're fighting back.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Duncan, covered by Duncan. Will it go? Missed! And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Good foul there. They've got to lengthen this game and stop the clock here.
All you can really do here is hope they give you a chance to even it up.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
At the line for the Suns.
Gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge free throws there, Kevin. He just put this game out of reach.
The away team take a 20-second timeout. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Carter, and it's Carter again missing. Here now is Weber. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. 2 for 2, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Talk about a clutch free throw, Kev. That one just might have sealed the game.
Three-pointer, Kidd. Bucket's good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Grant Hill. Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, bringing you the NBA on a Monday afternoon. Ewing is out there with Bird. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. We've got Bird. Magic Johnson is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Ewing. And it's Wilkins in at the 3 slot. The home team control the tip-off and will get this one started. Magic Johnson is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Ewing. Then it's Barkley. And it's Bird in at the small forward.
You know, that's just a thing of beauty, guys. I mean, that move to the bucket right there, splendid.
And a powerful finish to go along with it.
Yeah, I thought the defense gave him a little too much leeway right there.
Here's Johnson. Left side, Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. Even numbers. Straight up. Johnson's shot is off.
He came away empty there, and that's a shot that should probably go down.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the visiting team's head coach. When I asked him where they might have an advantage today, he said, we've got the shot blockers to make things very hard on them when they bring it into the paint. And that's what we plan to do. Gentlemen?
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra, Clark, we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
Yeah, you hear it all the time, Kevin, and that's the identity they want to have today, and I think it'll work for them as long as they execute it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one thing to say it, but you got to bring it. And I think this team has to show great energy and aggression early on if they're going to win this game.
Bird a screen on Jordan. Shot off the screen, and that one's good.
And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Barkley. Shoots over Bird. Barkley, and that's good.
Well, he found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
Here's Johnson. He bounces it in off the front of the iron.
You know, he's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player.
Jordan against Jordan. Poked loose. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Malone backing in. Just 5 to shoot. Left block shot on the way. Larry Bird grabs the miss. Here comes MJ. He's picked up by Jordan. Right at the free throw line. And there's Isaiah Thomas, the assist from Michael Jordan. Thomas got his first basket of the night. Malone down low. Working on Doherty. Jordan against Jordan. Guarded by Jordan. Here's Johnson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, don't give up anything for free. I like that. Send him to the line.
Yeah, they don't want to sit back and watch you lay it in. I mean, make them earn it. Make them earn it. Don't give up anything easy.
And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. Three-pointer, Bird. No good trying to beat the buzzer. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The home team up by 4.
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we got the 3 P's: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
Don't go away. We'll see you in a moment. quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Here's Thomas. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Barkley is out there with Worthy. Then it's Drexler. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Malone in at the center, filling out the middle. Goes up from the top of the key. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 6. McHale with it. Here's Worthy. Rolls in off the front rim.
Beautiful dish there and a superb finish.
Here's Johnson. He's guarded by Thomas. Fires top of the key. Johnson's shot is off.
Well, he did a nice job to get open there. Just a little unlucky not to knock it down.
McHale against Worthy. McHale, that's good. McHale's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Johnson. He's got 6. He's guarded by Thomas. The 3 from Drexler. Can't get it to go.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
18 feet away. Jordan can't get it to go.
Good, tough defense there. Getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for you.
Johnson gets the bucket.
No prettier shot than the finger roll. Smooth and beautiful. It's a joy to see.
1:24 left in the second quarter. There's the pass to Thomas. And it's Johnson picking him up. Dishes to Worthy and taken away by Johnson.
He did what he could to try to handle that pass, but that was too hard to handle.
Here's Drexler. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
And no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
He dishes it to Thomas. Drexler against Jordan. Jordan with another miss. And here is Johnson. 8 points for him. And Worthy picks him up defensively. The shot by Johnson, no good. Here comes James Worthy. Takes the lead pass. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. Both teams will make substitutions.
At the line for points, Brad Doherty. Shooting number.
No good, and they don't get the 3-point play.
Boy, both clubs really battling under the boards.
Yeah, and you know, Steve, the rebounding story really mirrors the game at large. I mean, it's been pretty much tit for tat, neck and neck.
Here's Johnson, following the score by James Worthy. Launches it, and Wilkins gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Look at that dime, on time and on target.
And they'll slow it down, use a little clock.
Good call, partner. Hold it for the final one.
Worthy kicks to Rodman from 17 feet out. And that shot falls short.
Well, a good game tonight from Johnson here. He's got 8 points and 2 steals. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a very steady hand from that line, and it's been an impressive all-around night.
The home team up by 1.
Hello and good Monday night. Let's get right into our HP halftime report. Plenty of hustle from the home team. They've been airtight with their defensive rebounding. No second chance looks. Magic Johnson's been on a roll in the first half. He's got 8 points and has added some assists to his totals as well. On the other side, the visitors looking pretty solid as well. Teams on fire, torching the rims. Just take a look at that field goal percentage. The Magician playing well in the first half. They aren't exactly eye-catching numbers, but don't be fooled. He's came to play, and he's leading them towards a victory in this one. And now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K broadcast crew for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Here's Jordan. We've got Dominique Wilkins. Bird out there with Ewing. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the point. That gives them the lead. Wilkins has got 5. Magic Johnson with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Bird out there with Barkley. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then it's Ewing. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. Johnson against Johnson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
First personal foul, teams first. At the line for the Suns, Magic Johnson taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. Here's Jordan. Bird out there with Ewing. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Johnson commits the loose ball foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team second.
Here's Jordan. They've got Magic Johnson. Barkley is out there with Bird. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Ewing in at the 5. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Ewing's got his second basket of the night. Here's Johnson. Michael Jordan is out there with Magic Johnson. And it's Bird. And there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Ewing in at the 5 spot. Deflected. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. .156 left to play in the third. Here's Ellis. It's hauled in by Ewing.
Boy, he had a good look there.
Got to take those when they come.
They've got Ewing. Michael Jordan is out there with Thomas. And there's Malone. And it's Bird in at the 3. And Jordan slams it in.
A superb alley-oop there. Prime time play.
Well, they had that one standing by, just waiting to pull it out.
Well, there's definitely a sense of understanding between those 2 teammates, that's for sure.
Here's Johnson. We've got Ellis. Dominique Wilkins out there with Bird. Then it's Ewing, and it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Shot, high post. Dominique, just too much athleticism for Bird right there.
And you want a pure score. And you take Dominique Wilkins. How about the 10-year stretch from 1984 to 94? He averaged 25 points a game.
They've got Malone. Thomas is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Bird. And it's Ewing in at the center position. For 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Thinking of about Dominique, he put up scoring like that without seeing his field goal percentage, go down at all. Always. And then slammed in by Jordan. Big time action. Right slam cam once again.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you throw it down with force.
Yeah, to the hoop with reckless abandon, Steve.
That takes some courage, guys, because the defense was right there.
Here's Johnson. Great D that time from Thomas.
He had a defender draped all over him. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
So both teams making some changes here. .35 seconds left in the third quarter. Chambers can't make the basket. Here comes Isaiah Thomas, looking for his first bucket of the game. And Bird backs him in. Over Wilkins. Bird, too much for Dominique right there.
And one of the things that made Bird so difficult to cover was the combination of his height and the angle of his shot. He released the ball kind of out and over his head, so very difficult to challenge him.
You know, you're all over it there, Steve. I mean, a big part of why he was such a great shooter was his size and that unique release angle you talked about. It was really hard for smaller players to bother or distract his shot.
And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? A fantastic game from Magic Johnson in this one.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
The home team up by 9. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has a report for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Kevin, the spark in this game came from the home team. They've gotten on a roll here and almost seem to have taken the heart and will right out of their opponent. We'll see if they can keep things rolling here in the fourth period, guys.
Terrific stuff, Doris. Thank you. That was quite a run they had, Clark.
Yeah, I tell you what, Kevin, scoring bursts like that often tell the story, really. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
And that's been the case today. I mean, that's what you'd have to point to, I think, is the defining moment in this ballgame.
Doherty is out there with Chambers. Then there's Thomas. Then it's Worthy. Blackman, Drexler defending. Gets it to go.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Drops in the tray. Drexler's got 5 points now this quarter. Here is Thomas. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing.
Isaiah Thomas puts the pass right on the money.
Isaiah Thomas, such a gifted playmaker. Once averaged 14 assists per game. That was his personal high in his career.
Dumars kicks it over to Worthy. Back to Dumars. Pulls from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Rodman, the second effort. And he cruises to the hoop for the layup.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the boards. Solid job on the glass.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead, and it shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, rebounding is a huge part of this game.
And obviously, Coach doesn't want them giving up all these inside buckets. They need to do a better job of moving their feet, staying in their stance, and keeping their man in front of them.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on the head coach talking to his team. He said, we didn't come this far to back down now. This is when we have to battle the hardest. Summon every ounce of energy you have and play your best basketball. Let's see how it works, guys.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And McHale backs down. It's hauled in by Ewing.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Worthy a screen on Jordan. Thomas passes to Bird. Stolen by Bird. Pull up Shea. Gets it to go.
And that's what he does. I mean, he takes advantage. If you're going to play poor defense, he's going to get a hoop easily.
That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. Thomas against Thomas. There's the 3. And Thomas is good for 3. drive here. Here's Johnson. He kicks to Ewing. Stolen by Ewing.
Well, he's showing off his defensive instincts by making plays just like that.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Here's Johnson. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Backing down is Jordan. It's stolen by Wilkins.
And Dominique, probably a better defensive player than he was given credit for. Pretty often he would get well over 100 steals per season.
You know, absolutely, Steve. Guards and forwards alike had to be aware of him when he lurked on defense because he could jump those passing lanes. He was a terrific athlete, and he used that athleticism on defense as well as he did on offense.
Ice. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Michael Jordan. First personal foul, team's first.
Here's Johnson. And they go to the intentional foul.
Chicago foul call. Magic Johnson. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6.
Magic Johnson. 2 shots.
Gets them both, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Nice job to make them all. That's a big play to extend their lead.
Here's Johnson. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here comes Johnson. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Ewing is whistled for reaching in.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Magic Johnson.
Perfect from the line, and it's a 9-point ball game.
And that'll do it, Kevin. Those last free throws were the icing on the cake.
Let's go. Can't get it to fall. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.
Welcome to NBA basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got it for you here on 2K Sports. Monday Hoops coming up. And now let's send it out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you at halftime, everybody.
Hello again, everybody. It's Monday Night Basketball. Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr here, bringing you the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got Irving. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Moses Malone. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Irving is out there with Moses Malone. Moncrief is out there with Magic Johnson. Then it's Bird. Clock at 6. Pulls up from the corner, and Malone gets it to go on the assist from Julius Erving. Here's Johnson. Bird outside. Picked up by Malone. Bird misses.
He just showed you how to guard the three in textbook fashion. He got right up in his face and bothered the release. That is excellent D.
And that's not easy when you're talking about the opponent he's facing.
From about 16, Malone gets the bucket. Malone's got his second basket of the night.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
That's good. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Post-up shot. No good.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Gervin is guarded by Johnson. Gervin, that savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
How often have we seen him, Kevin, create wide open chances for himself like that?
And the rejection by Malone. The feed now to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Gervin, accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
Well, he knows his role, he embraces it, and he's really a guy that you can go to offensively.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The away team leading by 6.
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
And we'll get back to the action right after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Here's Moncrief. 6-point game. They've got Johnson. Moses Malone out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Magic Johnson.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Moncrief is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Bird. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, Ray Allen dismisses the notion that he was a born shooter. Quote, that really ticks me off. Don't undermine the work I put in every day. Not some days, every day. Ask anyone who's been on a team with me who shoots the most. The answer is me. I have chosen to zone in and focus on this. I'm of sound mind and body, 2 arms and legs like millions of other people. But the ones who want it badly enough set themselves apart. Pretty special, guys.
One of the hardest working players in the league. Thank you, Doris. Johnson outside for 3, and that one's good.
Now they get those 3 points back in a hurry, don't they?
Yeah, they sure did. Didn't take them long at all to respond.
Back to Moncrief. Great ball movement. On the wing, Bird. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Johnson not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Here's Bird. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Trying his luck deep. Moncrief's shot is off.
Slowing it down here, smart. Play for the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, dribble it down to 6 seconds or so and then go. That way you got a chance for a second shot if you miss.
Feeds it to Bird. And stolen by Malone. Here's Gervin. Right up. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. He's got 8.
Boy, that is a sweet feed from his teammate there.
Here's English, and he dreams it.
That builds a little momentum going into the next quarter.
Yeah, you know, you definitely have to make sure you take advantage of that last possession. You don't want to squander that.
And that concludes the first half. And we'll return momentarily.
Hello and happy Monday to you. Here's your HP halftime report. Some good basketball for the away team. A huge advantage in points in the paint. They're having their way inside. The game's leading scorer, George Gervin. He's got 8 points and has been a huge helper on the boards as well. And for the home club, it's been all hustle. A gritty, hard-nosed effort. They're hungry for the win. They're making their own luck. Time for us to wrap things up. Let's get back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Here comes Bird. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Moses Malone. Then there's Irving. Johnson, good. Here's Irving. 7-point differential. We've got Bird. Moncrief is out there with Magic Johnson. Pulls up on the elbow. Irving misses. Moncrief kicks to Johnson. From deep. Cannot hit. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Deflected. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
He had a defender draped all over him. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Seems like that finger roll just comes naturally to him. Great touch.
Johnson kicks to Bird. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. Nice defense from Malone. Even numbers.
Kick it out.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, don't give up anything for free. I like that. Send him to the line.
Yeah, they don't want to sit back and watch you lay it in. I mean, make them earn it. Make them earn it. Don't give up anything easy.
The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits both from the stripe. The home team will take their first timeout.
They seem to have lost their mojo offensively. Probably a good timeout here to try to get a play in and jumpstart their offense.
Here comes Bird. English. Bird covering. Bird knocks it loose, but they'll get another chance. Parrish against the rebound.
And they're struggling a little bit on the glass. They've got to pick up their physical play in the paint.
Yeah, it's about being tougher and more physical, just as you said, Steve. If they can do that better, they've got a chance to come back.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Can't hit from 12. Shoots from 12. That's good. Here's Johnson. Lets the three fly. The shot is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And we'll be back in just a moment. As the fourth quarter gets going, let's swing it over to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Spark report. Doris?
Kevin, for the job this road team has done, they get our Sprite Spark Award. The last two quarters have been about maintaining the lead they built in that first quarter. One more quarter to go, and they'll complete their mission, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run was a critical stretch, Clark, of the game.
It sure was. I mean, once the pilot light was lit, they didn't let up.
Well, offensively, it all came together for them, Clark, and it really allowed them to kind of take control of the game at that point.
We've got Bird. Johnson is out there with Irving. Then it's Parrish, and it's Hayes in at the 4 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. Parrish against Lambier. Stolen away.
Or if the defender doesn't buy the pump fake, there's a good chance he's going to be able to tip that ball loose.
Good defense there. He was just waiting for that one.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the boards. Solid job on the glass.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead, and it shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, rebounding is a huge part of this game.
King, that's good. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Johnson outside. Bird right side. Johnson shoots from the baseline. The shot's good from Hayes.
Well, they've looked good here tonight, and now they are coasting to the finish line.
Steve, just a matter of time right now.
She waits and she hopes, but never had a cash, money, hear the voice that go wishing crash test, dummy, lacking heart and wisdom missing. Get your fanny back, get a smile on your back, disappear, kick your...
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on the head coach talking to his team. He said, guys, you've battled entirely too hard all game to put us in this position. If we go out there and execute like we're capable, there's no way they're taking this game from us.
That was a very dangerous pass, and the defense was all over.
Here's Johnson, arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
And that ought to do it. That should seal the deal.
Yep, I agree. Closing it out with relish.
Johnson against Johnson. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Malone.
He did what he could to try to handle that pass, but that was too hard to handle.
That is good.
Nice offensive play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Mark the drive. Taking 2 shots.
That one is off. Second free throw, no good. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
You know, definitely that's the case. I mean, there hasn't been much resistance at all.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. Monday Hoops coming up. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here presented by our good friends at State Farm. Frazier is out there at West. We've got Reed. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Hayes in at the power forward. Maravich is out there with Irving. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then there's Barry. Goes up on the high post. That's good on the jump shot. Here's West. He passes to Frazier. West against Irving. Fires it up. West gets the bucket.
Well, no defense there. I mean, he just takes the ball right to the rim.
Maravich, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. No good. Now Frazier. Throws it up high. Stolen away as they knock away the alley-oop attempt. Here's the break. Can't get it to fall.
Well, that's not really what typically happens for someone with his touch around the rim. That's a surprise.
With one on the clock, gets the bucket. Frazier's got his first bucket in this one. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The away team, they lead by a bucket.
And they've done a nice job here offensively.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Pass to Dandridge. Here's the three.
Now, the defense backs off a little bit because he does not shoot the ball well from the three-point line.
Now, here is Monroe. Tight defense on him. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Heads-up play, preventing the easy lay-in.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he saw it was a free layup, didn't want to give that up, so he fouled him to force free throws.
And he's good on the second. It's a three-point game. With the fadeaway. Havlicek with the rebound. Havlicek's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dandridge against Monroe. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Dandridge. And stolen by Goodrich.
And they will hold for the last shot.
Yeah, good clock management is essential here.
But with the defense recovering into the lane, you've got a wide open shooter at the three-point line.
Expanding his range. Rebounded by Goodrich. Monroe with it. Here's Hayes. And he bangs it home with one hand.
You got to wonder about the effort defensively. They did not get back there.
Yeah, you know what? A beautiful finish one way or the other, though.
And that does it for the first half of play. The away team up 8.
Hope you're having a great evening.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Here is Maravich. 8-point game. Shoots over Frazier. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Here is Frazier. Off target at the rim. Here's Barry. 6-point game. Abdul-Jabbar. Havlicek's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's West for 3. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
And the clock is definitely not on their side right now. They're going to have to take some chances.
Left side West. Guarded now by Irving. Lets it fly. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. And here's Maravich for three. Count the bucket. Maravich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
Here's West. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. That concludes the third quarter. Here's West. Pass to Hawkins from about 16, and that one goes long.
They've got to be careful. They can't give him that much room because at that range, he'll make you pay.
Abdul-Jabbar misses. Here comes Frazier. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
West kicks to Hawkins. Backs him down. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Good foul there. They've got to lengthen this game and stop the clock here.
All you can really do here is hope they give you a chance to even it up.
"16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Sinks the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Hits them both, and it's a 5-point ball game.
Huge free throws there, Kevin. He just put this game out of reach.
Trailing by 5. Shoots. Nails it.
Boy, just terrible defense there.
Steve, really just a layup line for the most part. I mean, not much defense at all either way.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Jerry West. 2 shots.
2 for 2, and it's a 5-point ball game.
Talk about a clutch free throw, Kev. That one just might have sealed the game.
Fires, high post, and yes, sir, that one drops.
Pretty pass there, right where he needed to put it.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Can't get the first one to drop. Does make the second, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Misses. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game. Welcome, fans, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with our analysts Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So happy you've joined us. Russell is out there with Bailey. Then there's West. Then there's Robertson. And it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Robertson is out there with West. Then it's Bailey. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Russell in at the power forward. The away team take the tip-off and will set up the offense. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. They've got Dragic, and it's Dragic in at the 3 spot. Now here's Robertson. 6 to shoot. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Here's Robertson. From past the arc. Shot is off.
My goodness, look how far above the rim he was when he grabbed that rebound, guys.
Robertson with the steal. He kicks it to Chamberlain. Wilt takes it up. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
Now, Chamberlain, such an amazing scorer. 4th all-time in NBA history. But per game, he's right there at the top with Michael Jordan at over 30 a game.
Snatched down by Chamberlain.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Got it off in time. No good on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The away team, they lead by a bucket.
So difficult to get a shot off against this defense. They are really playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they pride themselves on making it tough for their opponents.
And we'll see you in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Here's Dragic. Baylor is out there with Lucas. Then there's Chamberlain. Then there's West. Number 77. A three-pointer off the mark. We've got Gray. And it's Dragic in at the 1. Chamberlain's shot is off. Pushing it up. A 10-footer, number 77. It's rebounded by Baylor. Here's West. There is that fast release from West.
That shot was possible because of Jerry West's super quick release.
Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, and really a nice pace to their offense.
18 feet away. Second chance effort. Wilt Chamberlain battling inside. Gets the second chance bucket to go.
You know, he's the one guy you have to absolutely be aware of in box out.
The away team, they're up by 3.
6.
It's Monday night. We've got it all right here for you on HP at the half. Some good basketball for the away team. They've limited the second chance buckets. They've been crashing the defensive glass, playing big on the defensive end. An impressive first half for Wilt Chamberlain. He's picked up 4 points, also helped out with a pair of rebounds. And for the home club, it's been all hustle. A superb effort on defense. They're contesting every shot and sending quite a few back as well. Goran Dragic with some valuable contributions. No big numbers by his name in the box score, but he's doing the little things out there to try and get his team the win.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Here's Dragic. We've got Baylor. Robertson is out there with West. Then it's Russell. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. Number 77. Good on the triple. 6 points for him.
Even when they're D'ing him up, I mean, he's a very good shooter from out there.
They've got Dragic. And it's Dragic in at the small forward. Russell kicks it to West. There's the 3. Shot is no good. Dragic with it. Dragic, the pass to Dragic. West picks him up. Number 77. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
As if there was any question, Kev. He's just not fazed by the pressure. He stays focused and always makes big plays.
Now West. Good from 11 feet out.
He worked his way around the bigger man and found the hoop. Great play.
Yeah, really nice play. Wasn't bothered at all.
Good ball movement. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. More great action when we return. And now let's send it to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Kevin, the spark in this game came from the home team. There have been no missteps along the way, and they have shown great heart and hustle so far. It's been a big factor as to why they're in the position to win this thing. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. Here is Robertson. Less than 1 minute left. We've got Chamberlain. Jones is out there with Russell. Then there's Robertson. Chamberlain kicks to Robertson. Six on the shot clock. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him.
Boy, what a huge shot there.
How about what a game? I mean, he... answered the bell. Oh, with that one.
Guys, what do you think?
They do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, let's see if they try that.
Yeah, you know, and I think the key thing, probably what the coach wants to see, is a good shot. It's important to convert right here.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He was trying to keep their energy up, saying, listen, I know you're tired, but you can rest in a few minutes when we're sitting in the locker room with a W. For now, lay it all out there.
From downtown. Can't get it to go.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Number 77 is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. Here's Robertson. West outside for 3. No good. From three-point territory. Guys, your thoughts?
No need to rush things, although I think you do want to get a shot off in time to the point where if you miss it, you got a shot at an offensive rebound.
Well, if you got a play in your quiver that gets you a good shot, one you've been saving all game, now's the time to use it.
Here's Dragic. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
You